Hello and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is the new reading that I hinted when I uploaded my last reading. So it's going to be for those of you that are female or taking the role of the female in any given relationship, partnership, or even friendship, right? So you are taking on the feminine energy and you are of earth. So you are either a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn queen. Therefore, I'm looking at which king, which element suits you, and how are the energies playing out with each different sign that's in your life. So I've got the four kings here, right? So it doesn't matter if you are a female or a male, depending on who takes on the feminine energy. So this is feminine earth. So let's take the cards and see how we go. I will be explaining the reading as I go. First of all, I'd like to say happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. And these readings, I should say, will be done for the following month. Now, it's the end of May, so obviously these readings are for the whole month of June 2019. So you can expect at the end of June for July. Okay, so now just two things. We're having a new moon in Gemini on the 3rd of June, and the full moon will be in Sagittarius on the 17th of June. On the 21st of June, the sun ingresses into Cancer, so I'd like to wish Cancerians, whoever is cross-watching, happy birthday to you Cancerians as well. So let's take the kings, let's put them around. Now this is a 5-card spread, so I will be reading it differently, as well as the traditional way that a 5-card spread is read. Okay, so what I'd like to see first of all is who is where. So we've got the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn female, and how does she play out? How do the kings, different elemental kings, play out in her life? Now we've got the King of Pentacles, which is in the crowning area, so that's an earth sign. That's in the area of what's on her mind. That's her goal. That's the area of career as well as status, right? So she's looking at earth element. That's what's on her mind. In the recent past, maybe, she may be in the not so recent past. Timing is very difficult in the tarot. So we've got the fiery king. So fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, is in the recent past, more than likely. In the foundation area, we've got the King of Cups. Very interesting. So Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Now, in the foundation area, I would say that this is around the home, around her stability, around her family. We've got a water sign here. Now, in the near future position here, we have the King of Swords. Now, it's not necessarily that in her future she's having someone who is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could be someone who's showing up as an air sign. So, tarot, there's so many messages in each card, and I need to message to receive the message. As I'm channeling, I need to pass them on to you. So mainly, yes, we're talking about the elements that we've got here, but it's not for everyone because this is a general reading. So in the near future, we're seeing someone that will be very communicative, could have very strong air in their chart. That is the same for each position and each element here. Now, these two positions, if we're looking at the astrological wheel, we've got the ascendant area, which, you know, having this king in the area of the ascendant, where what do we have in the ascendant area? We've got Aries, but you know, we've also got Pisces. So what I like to say that with this position is that we could be looking at someone who's got strong Aries or Pisces, but they're showing up as fiery right now. And because Pisces is the ending of the zodiac, there could be some sort of an ending, and Aries is the beginning. It's the seed, so there could be an ending and some sort of a beginning in this position. Here we would have the descendant, so the sun is coming down. The sun sets at the descendant position. So therefore, there could be some sort of an ending. The sun is descending with this air sign, but also this would be the area of the 6th, 7th house cusp. So that would be daily routine work as well as partnership, any sort of a relationship as well. So I like to look at all these positions like that. What I'd like to do now is take 3 cards. So this is your reading if you are a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn female, or just you've got more feminine energy within you. All right, now you will know if that is you. Let's take 3 cards. I'm looking at past, present, future, as well as just more clarity. So let's look at the present right now. And we've got the Hierophant here, which is the sign of Taurus. Now this is a major arcana. This card falls right on top of this Queen of Pentacles. She's seriously thinking of marriage. She may also have restrictions within a committed partnership relationship, whether it's work or romantic. So there are some sort of restrictions to do with family, but also this is the card of faith and this is the card of hierarchy. So this could even mean that she could be, this Queen of Pentacles could be climbing the ladder in the hierarchy scale. Let's say she's in a corporate position at work while she's climbing that ladder. Also, this is a card of spirituality and faith. So this Queen of Pentacles could be growing spiritually as well. Now, as I said, this is the energy of Taurus, and Taurus is where Uranus is situated. Uranus is, you know, breaking the mold. Taurus is all about values. She may be changing things up suddenly out of the blue, or she could have someone who is a Taurus in her life that is doing things in a radical and different, eccentric way. So many messages coming through that. That's in the present position. In the recent past, we've got the Ace of Wands. So this is a card of creativity, passion. This is the Ace of Wands, and it's sitting right on top of the King of Wands. So this could even be a partnership where work is concerned, business. And this, you know, the Ace of Wands is always brand new beginnings, creating something new, the light coming on, and it's got a lot to do with passion. So there's a lot of passion between this fiery king, whether it's Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and this Queen of Pentacles, okay? So there has been, this could be a flame from the past as well. Now in the future position, we have the Justice card. Wow. And this is very karmic. So I'm going to say she's sitting right on top of the King of Swords. And when I put these 2 cards together, I need to say that it looks like the King and the Queen of Swords. So communication, a lot of communication coming through with this King of Swords, whether he is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Libra is obviously more prominent here, but there could also be legalities, legal issues coming up in the future with this King of Swords. This could even be a divorce. Now, it's very karmic because it's a number 11. And justice, it speaks of, yes, court, the court system, finding balance, justice coming into balance. As well as that, a lot of communication, as I said. Now, it is a number 11. So, looking at this woman here, the truth will be told, I feel, with this energy here. And there could be severing of ties between, this Queen of Pentacles as well as this King of Swords. Now, I'm going to say that this Queen of Pentacles could also have strong air in her chart, or she's just very intellectual at this time. So let's take one card for each of the kings here, each of the elements. How are they playing out in her life? Spirit guides and angels, please enlighten me in relation to what's going on around this Queen of Pentacles life. Let's take, first of all, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. Let's look at the King of Pentacles first of all, and we've got the Sun card. Now, I'm going to say that because I see a similarity here, I just did the King of Pentacles in the middle, the Queen of Pentacles, what was in that position, and this card of Leo, the Sun card, came out right there, same. So this King of Pentacles may have strong Leo in his chart. Now, the Sun card is a card of true love. It has to do with the 5th house of children, creativity, as well as that, taking a risk. Children, very importantly. So anything to do with having created a business of his own. So this King of Pentacles is someone that is very creative, someone that's very open-hearted, someone who, of course, through their own business, they could be sitting very pretty financially. And this King of Pentacles could also have his own children. Okay, so this is clarity, this is warmth, and this is healing. It's a very, very positive card to have. Let's look at the King of Wands. And we've got the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is, again, it's the same. It's fiery element, fiery energy here, and very creative as well. Now, this King of Wands is someone who's very passionate about what they've created. Business is very strong on their mind. They have been successful at some point, and this could even be having been successful in business, even with this Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it's someone that works, that is someone around this Queen of Pentacles work, occupation. But there could also be a very sexual energy in relation to this Queen. So there's been some sort of if we look at the 6 of Wands, there's been some sort of a successful time once upon a time where we were at the 6 of Wands, now we're at the 7. Now, 7 is a divine number for me, but it also speaks of having the upper hand. So even though there are issues around someone, this King of Wands blocking out his own success, where this Queen of Pentacles is concerned. Maybe too much business, too much passion where business is concerned, and maybe not a healthy balance of stability. It's more about business, let's say. More about business and more sexually in relation to sexuality and a sexual bond, more than an emotional bond. Now, we did have that Ace of Wands, remember, that fell on top of this king. So it's all about wands. There's so much sexuality and passion here. But the Seven of Wands is also, you know, he's blocking out the success within this relationship. So let's look at the King of Cups, which is at the foundation area. And we've got the Nine of Wands here. I just want to say that between this King of Wands and the Seven of Wands, there's Eight of Wands, but also Nine with that Ace of Wands that fell on top of it. So this is all about communication through social media, passion, and again, travel, distance. Here we've got the Nine of Wands here. So there is some sort of a connection between the King of Cups with the King of Fire, King of Wands here. Could it be that we're talking about the same person for some of you? So this person could have strong fire as well as water in their chart. Now here we've got the Nine of Wands, which says that it's been quite a battle. It's been quite difficult, and it feels like there is some sort of a wall that's been built in front of this king. So could it be that this Queen of Pentacles has built up a wall? She's protecting what she's built, or is it this king that is protecting what he's built? And he's blocking the energy, you know, the energy out. It looks as though he's trying to protect himself from this Queen of Pentacles. Now, we know that the King of Cups is someone who can be overly emotional. Maybe this king has been through hardship. He's been beaten and bruised in the past, and therefore he's built up a wall. So he's not open with his emotions. That's what I want to say. Let's look at this King of Swords. And we've got the card of Sagittarius. So this King of Swords could be someone that is at a distance, someone who is from a foreign background. Also, if for those of you that are severing ties with this King of Swords, there is, with the card of Temperance, there is healing that will be coming through with the angel here, but something is being worked over behind the scenes that you don't know about. Now, you know, the card of Temperance is a card of balance. Now, I'm not reading reversals, so could there have been an imbalance between this Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords? Or either that, or there's, you know, there's distance within a relationship, a virtual distance as well as a physical distance. Whether this is someone that's from a different background to you, or this King of Swords is someone that is very free-spirited and not ready to settle down. Now, could it be that he's growing those wings and flying away, or is it that this Queen of Pentacles is growing those wings and flying away or towards this king? So there are many, many messages coming through. Let's take another 3 cards. So far, the perfect match, the best match is the Earth sign. Let's take 3 cards and see more information. Actually, I'm going to do it like this now so that I get a bit more information on this King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So, what's happening at the present? We've got a transformation that's going on. This is Scorpio energy. So this Queen of Pentacles is obviously going through some sort of a transformation. Scorpio is all about, you know, the depths. It's ruled by Pluto and Mars. So Scorpio is about deep intimacy, being very intimate, even with her feelings. So there is some sort of a change. Now, you know, the death card is always, no death is easy. No Plutonian energy can be easy, but there can be a rebirth. Through death and change comes the birth, right? So she could even have strong Scorpio in her chart. And I think that the Earth reading for females, for the feminine, I think that the Queen of Pentacles again had the card of Scorpio. So interesting. Let's look at the near past. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of work put into some sort of a transformation that's going on, that this Queen is going through. Now, the Eight of Pentacles fell right on top of this King of Cups. So the barrier between the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Cups could even be work. Too much work, not enough play, right? So maybe if this King of Cups has been hurt in the past, therefore he's built a wall, he's more concentrating on work, or concentrating, trying hard to keep this Queen of Pentacles at a distance. And if he's been hurt by this Queen of Pentacles, then he's focusing on work, trying to get his mind off love. So let's look at the near future. We've got the Knight of Wands. So this is very quick change, very quick movement. This many times does speak of Sagittarian energy for me. So this King of Pentacles has got Leo and Sagittarius. If not Sagittarius, then Leo, very strong in his chart. Now, this is someone who could have been, let's say, a player in the past, very popular amongst females. Maybe it's time that this King of Pentacles is ready to settle down and actually have a family, because he's found the apple of his eye. This is true love. You know, there is more clarity here. And you know what? If we look at this as just an energy in the near future, this is very quick. True love is coming through very quickly, but there's also movement and travel involved. So this could even be a visitor. Could this King of Pentacles be needing to travel? Could be the case. Or it could be someone that travels a lot for work. I'd like to take one more card on each of the kings. So far, as I said, the King of Pentacles is looking as the most emotionally and heartfelt person that's closer to this Queen's heart. So, or her life in general. Just if it's not heart, then it's very close around, very close relationship. Let's take one card on each of the kings. So, King of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Let's look at the King of Wands. We've got the Ace of Cups. Let's look at the King of Cups. We've got the Magician. And let's take the King of Swords. We've got the Two of Wands. One moment. So, back again. I just put down the card, so I'd like to start where I put the first card down. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles could be an adolescent child, could even be a message that's coming through. It's another pentacle if we're looking at it. So we've got the King, the Queen, and the Page. So that sounds like a family unit. Now, if this is not an actual child, then it's a message that's coming through. Pages are all about changes. Now, this page is focusing on this pentacle. He's wanting to stabilize something, whether this is in business, or for some of you, it could be that you've got an adolescent child that is starting something on their own, whether this is education or something that is very important to them, something based around their stability, their money, anything like that. But if we look at it just as a child, we've got two cards of children here. So we could be talking about two or even actually three children, because there is a child. There is a child behind this sheet, right? And, you know, so we're talking about 3 children in the mix. Now, if this is a message, then this is a message of stability, and it holds great promise for the future because he's looking straight at the future. Okay, so let's look at the King of Wands. The King of Wands has the Ace of Cups, so that is interesting. It looks as though there is some sort of a brand new beginning. Ace of Cups is something that makes someone very happy. So that's a very emotional card. So it seems as though it's not just all about business. Maybe this King of Wands was very focused just on business. Now his eyes have opened to seeing what's in his heart. And this is also a gift from the divine. It's an Ace of Cups that's coming through. Now, if this is in relation to business, this is something that's going to make him very happy on a business level. But the Ace of Cups can also be brand new love. Maybe this King of Wands is someone who's just realized that within his heart there is a fluttering, just like this bird, this dove is doing here. So there is an emotional side to this king, and if you remember, I did say that for some of you could be the same person, the King of Cups with the King of Wands. Now here we've got the Magician on top of the King of Cups. Now the Magician is the sign of it's the card of Mercury. Mercury is all about communication. It looks as though, you know, once he had built up this wall and now he's ready to pull a rabbit out of the hat, which means that he's got all the tools. He's the magician. Therefore, he has the wand, he has the pentacle, the sword. He's got all the tools to make it happen. He can manifest what his heart was hoping for. He is holding that cup, which is something very emotional. So he's put in the effort. He had blockages, but here I see that things are changing for this king within his life with this Queen of Pentacles. So again, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini as well as Virgo. Now both Gemini and Virgo are very cerebral. It's the left brain, the logical thinking. So maybe this King of Cups is going through a lot of thoughts, and he's come to the conclusion that communication is going to be very important. So maybe that wall is actually coming down now, and he is able to communicate his fears, his emotions as well. But because we're in Gemini season, it could be in the time of Gemini, let's say that the communication happens between this queen and this king. Now, for some of you, as we know, water signs can be quite deceptive sometimes when they're in the reverse. Now, I'm not reading reversals. Let's not forget that this the magician can be the manipulator as well. So that would be maybe for 1 or 2 of you out there. So do take care with that. Now, with the King of Swords, we've got the card of Temperance and the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is very Sagittarian. I would say that this king is looking to the horizons. He's looking to travel. He's moving through a new doorway. He's making a choice. The world is his oyster, but he has to be very patient because he's listening to his spirit guides and his angels right now. So there is some sort of a decision that this King of Swords is making. Maybe he's even got 2 options with the Two of Wands. Sometimes with the Two of Wands, we look at, you know, one wand is left behind and the other one is the one that's where the passion is. So again, even in relation to business, if this is someone that this Queen of Pentacles is doing business with, then there are options here, and maybe there are new horizons for this King of Swords. But there is obvious dealings if this is in business, because of the world ball in his hand. So he's looking across to other cultures, movement, and Sagittarian is all about truth. And Sagittarius is also freedom, right? Freedom through truth. So what I see for this Queen of Pentacles here, which is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn females, I see that the best matches here, dear people, is the earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who may have strong Leo in their chart, who probably have got strong Leo in their chart, but they could have children. And also secondly, I'm going to mention the fiery energy here. Okay, so the Sagittarian, Aries, or Leo, and someone who's also got quite a bit of emotional side to them. Okay, so we did have that card of Scorpio before, so could be Scorpio within Scorpio and fire here. All right, my dear feminine earth signs, this is your reading. I would love to hear your comments about it and what you thought. Any suggestions are very welcome. Thank you again for joining me, and I will be uploading the June readings very soon, at the beginning of June anyway. So stay well until then. Talk to you soon.